want to see if I can name every NBA Finals winner and loser, all the way from back when it was the BAA. And I've not done this yet. You can see that. It's always good to know, right? Not a cheater. I'm not going to start in 1947. I have to do current because I am not sure on that. Also, I don't know if which one is supposed to be, so that would be, why did it just slip my mind? Pacers. Y'all, under. I'm glad this isn't a one of the ones where you just type in the answer to one and it'll pop up the same for everything else, because it'd be way too easy. And this was the Mavs. It'll accept that. No, it won't. Why am I lagging? What? Alright. Don't lag. I'm gonna mess up the quality of my video. Heat. Nugs. Come on. Sell. Ticks. Warriors. Come on. Suns. I hope it's not lagging like extra bad on the video, because then I won't be able to upload this. Heat. Lakers. Come on. Warriors. Raptors. Cavaliers. Warriors. Cavaliers. Warriors. Warriors. Cavaliers. God, this is laggy. Warriors. Shit. It deletes my answer. Cavaliers. God damn you. Cavaliers. Now we get out of that era. Heat. Fuck you. Heart. The Hearts. Spurs. Spurs. Heat. Thunder. Shit. What? Okay, Heat. It's pretty easy so far. I feel like most people could do these. These are, everyone was alive during this time, right? Right. Please tell me you were born before, born after 2010. I don't even know if that's Mavericks. If you were born, no. Please tell me you were born before 2010. Everyone was alive to watch all these. Motherfucking Celtics. Lakers. Magic. When's the next time the Magic are going to the finals? Paulo Banchero, save us. I'm not a Magic fan. There is no us. I don't dislike the Magic, but you know. Spurs. The Mavericks. The Wades. The Pistons. I feel like this is the least talked about finals in modern history, of course. Nobody talks about the 48 finals. 47 definitely gets more talk than the 48 finals. That's the Lakers. Pistons. Nets. Spurs. And Nets again. Imagine if the Nets were back-to-back champions. Jason Kidd back-to-back champion. He would, yeah, I guess he would only be the third greatest point guard of all time. Nothing crazy. This is the 76ers. Lakers. even going to the finals twice is, man, that's something. Jason Kidd or Steve Nash. I think Steve Nash only got to the finals, the conference finals twice. No, he got there like 3 or 4 times, but like back to back. I don't know if he ever went back to back to the Western Conference Finals in the early 2000s, or just the 2000s in general. Getting to the Western Conference Finals is harder than getting to the finals from the East. I feel like I don't think that's crazy. Nope. Next. Almost typed in Kings. Spurs, of course. I mean, like, I don't know if you should gauge it like that, because saying that Steve Nash never made it to the finals versus like Jason Kidd making it to the finals twice, like, you know, it's complicated a little bit. But the East was weak in the 2000s. Should be the most obvious thing. I shouldn't have to think about it. What? Oh my god. Lag makes me have some sort of suspense on if I misspelled something. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Please hurry up. Please. This was the Magic, right? Yeah. The Rockets. This one was the Knicks, right? Fuck you, Knicks. I'm in trouble remember that one. 94 finals doesn't get talked about either. 94 finals. Patrick Ewing, 2-time went to the finals. I mean, 99 is a little iffy. He's like the A seed, but this one's Bulls. Come on. Trail, Blazer, Black. What? Blazers. Trial Blazers? What did I do wrong? Trail Blazers. 2 words? He's looking for 2 words? The more I look at it, the more it looks wrong. Trail. Oh my. Trail. And this is how you spell trail. Blazers. Did they spell it wrong? Blazers? You looking for that? What the fuck? Okay. What's wrong with you? Lakers. Wasting my time. Only got 6 minutes left. Jesus Christ. I need a keyboard with where each letter is farther apart than a normal keyboard. This was the Trailblazers again. Blazers, my bad. A lot of players went to the finals twice. You just don't really know about it because they lost both times. Patrick Ewing made it to the finals twice. Clyde Drexler made it to the finals twice. Lord. Lakers. Pistons. Like, this is so obvious, but I just draw a blank as soon as it's time to actually give the answer. Pistons. Lakers. This is the... Okay, alright. Okay. Just had to make sure. I wasn't 100% sure. Hakeem. Celtics. Hakeem or Shaq all time? Who do you have? I probably be willing to put Shaq above him. I mean, of course, be willing. Shaquille O'Neal. This right here. Celtics. Lakers. Reminding me of Kawhi. The claw. Kawhi. I'm sorry. I really hope that Kawhi actually isn't as greedy as they're making him out to be. Like, you know, they say his Uncle Dennis, Celtics, was the one trying to force all these teams to give them better deals where they do absolutely nothing. But, you know, all the blame goes on Kawhi, of course. You know, like, there's a reason why you shouldn't really have family that close to your business. Like, unless, like, you know, there's family businesses, but then there's like your own shit, and then you bring your family into that. Like, it can get a little complicated. You can be biased, like very biased. I don't know who they played here. It was not the Celtics. Was it the Sixers? Okay. All right. Dr. J. Lakers. I want to say he also. This one is the Rockets, but Moses Malone's Rockets this time. Celtics. Because I'm pretty sure the 76ers were here too. Look at that. Mano's Lakers. This one was the Bullets and the Supersonics. And this time it was the Supersonics and the Bullets. Fuck you. Stupid keyboard. Ooh, and this one's tough. I know this is the Blazers. Oh no, I do know it's the 76ers. Dr. J. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4th time's a charm. He won it on his 4th trip to the finals in the NBA. 2 times winner in the ABA. That's gotta count for something. Dr. J is slowly becoming more underrated, but at the same time, there's that many great players that just keep coming, especially small forwards. You know, like, it gets difficult to place them. This is the Celtics and the Suns. Heard Game 6 or something is one of the greatest, or the greatest game of basketball ever played. I think they were calling it that in the 70s, but the title just stuck. This is the Warriors. I do not know who the Warriors played. Jesus, I do not know. I got less than 2 minutes. I do not have time to do this. Shit. How am I gonna fix that? I'll decide something. This one is also the Celtics. Now, who lost that? Psh, beats me. 73 was the Knicks, wasn't it? It might have been the Lakers that lost. Yeah, it was. This one is the Lakers, right? And didn't they beat the Knicks? Yeah, no. Was this also the Lakers? No, it was not. The Bucks won, and the Bucks were in the West at this time, I think. So they had to beat the Lakers. Does that mean this was the Knicks? No. And it beats me. It really does. Knicks. Lakers. Okay. Celtics. Lakers. This should be pretty easy. Celtics. Lakers. 76ers. Did they beat the Lakers? No, they did not. Who was it? The Warriors? Yeah. That just sounded right. I actually had no idea. Celtics. Lakers. Celtics. Lakers. Celtics. Lakers. No. Okay. I don't know. Celtics. Lakers. Celtics. Lakers. Celtics. probably wasn't the Lakers, but worth a shot. Wait. I didn't see that. I'm still seeing the wrong answers here. Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do about that. Let me shit. Refresh. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I only remember the Baltimore Bullets was one of the losing teams. I'm gonna go from 76 was the last one I didn't get right. No, it was 75 because I didn't know who the Warriors beat. The Warriors had to be in the West. Was it the Sixers? Wasn't the Celtics? Alright, this is gonna get rough now. And this was the Celtics. And I don't think I guess who they beat either. It wasn't the Lakers. It was the Warriors. Warriors. Lakers. Knickerbockers. Shit. This was the Lakers, and they beat the Knickerbockers. Bucks. Did I guess this one? It wasn't the Knicks. It wasn't the Celtics. No. Sixers. Alright, Knicks, Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, Lakers, Sixers, Warriors, Celtics, Ticks, and this would be the did I guess this one already? Lakers? Yeah, it gotta be, man. Jerry West was going crazy. Elgin Baylor was there doing crazy things as well. But I think Jerry West averaged like 43 in a final series or something. That's crazy. Talk about a carry. Lakers. It wasn't them. Lakers. Celtics. Lakers. Celtics. This one wasn't the Lakers, right? Celtics. This one wasn't the Lakers, right? Because I think Jerry West was drafted 60, so this would have been the first chance they would have had because Elgin Baylor was not carrying them boys to the finals. Celtics. Hawks. Celtics. Yeah. Was this the Hawks? Yeah. And this was the Celtics. Yeah. I heard that the only time Bill Russell lost in the finals was he was injured. He was injured in the 58 finals. I think something happened to his ankle, and I think it was a game 6 or 7, and then Bill Russell couldn't play, so Hawks closed it out. They did what they were supposed to do, but if Bill Russell wasn't injured, is that a 12-time champion there? And this Celtics. Where is St. Louis? That's not on the west side, is it? Hawks. No. There was only 8 teams around. It can't be that hard to guess. Oh shit! I remember the thing I wasn't supposed to see was the Bullets. The Bucks versus Bullets. Bucks versus Wizards finals sounds atrocious. Nobody wants to see that. Bullets. Who was on the Bullets in 71? It had to be Wes Unseld, probably Elvin Hayes, but I don't think Bob Danders was there. And nobody else was on that roster, I'm sure. Roman Rowe, I guess. He might have been there. Don Ole. 64. Who could the Celtics possibly have beaten in 64 to win a title? 64 Celtics. A West Coast team. Not Coast, but how many teams were in the West? The Warriors were in 64. They were probably still Philadelphia Warriors. Syracuse was East. Knicks was East. Warriors was East. Lakers were West. Hawks had to be West, I guess. And what else was West? Baltimore. Why are there so many East Side teams in the 60s? I guess that's why they had the Bucks in the West. Suns run around. Nobody really talks about the 70s being an expansion era. They always try to knock Michael Jordan for playing in an expansion era, but the 70s were just as expanded, maybe more, especially because the ABA was around, so it was even more watered down than just expansion. And like calling Kareem the greatest player in the 70s, it's way too easy because he had nobody to go against. Dr. J was in the other league. I feel like there's an argument that both leagues were equally as talented. Like, I feel like Dr. J's ABA record should be acknowledged more. I know it's like it's separate from what happened in the 60s and shit, but like, I don't know why it's like that. Like ignored. Time to actually focus on this though. Let me get the winners. The winners of this one. I want to say it was the Nationals. Guess not. This one must have been the Nationals. Lord have mercy. So that means this was the Warriors. Paul Arizin won that. Believe this was the Lakers. And so was this one. And I think in between, this one was... Damn. Who? This is the Royals. No? Kings? It wasn't the Royals. Oh, you know what? Lakers three-peated after the back-to-back. So this was the Royals. That was Lakers. That was Lakers. This one was Bullets, wasn't it? Yeah, and that was Warriors. Everyone knows that. Now, I'd assume some of these teams lost these years. Like, this could have been the Lakers. No. The Royals never made it to the finals, right? Right? Royals. Had to check. Hawks. This is the easiest way to do it, honestly. Hawks in 60. Okay. Hawks in 60. Which was that? 61. Hawks went back to back to the finals and lost, but you know, no Hawks. Nationals. Just want to be sure. They were probably already the 76ers by that point. 76ers are a better franchise than most people give them credit for. 59. If it wasn't the Royals, and it wasn't the Hawks, and it wasn't the... No, it was Lakers. 59? Okay. Elgin Baylor did it without Jerry West. And I try Warriors here. Okay. Yeah, I did know that. I forgot. Wilt Chamberlain carried them. That was a terrible roster in 64. He doesn't get credit for carrying them to the finals. I guess it was easier. There's a lot of like small shit that happened, like people don't really care about. The Warriors, Paul Arizin, and nobody else. Maybe Neil Johnston was probably there. Paul Arizin and Neil Johnston bust the Nationals' ass. Okay. Bust the Knicks ass. The Knicks had to go somewhere in here. I know the Knicks made it to the finals with Carl Braun or Richie Guerin whenever. Pretty sure they were different times, but not that far apart. Come on, Knicks. Okay, Knicks lost 3 years in a row. God damn, Knicks. Has any team gone to the finals 3 times in a row and lost each time? Cavs were close. Jazz were kind of close, I guess. Bullets. 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 The Lakers were close. Wait. Yeah. Damn, the Lakers lost a whole lot. 68, 69, even 70. Will Chamberlain got there and still lost. Did I try anything else? I don't even remember what I was doing. Nationals, I'm pretty sure I already typed this in. Oh, I guess not. Syracuse Nationals was Dolph Shays there. Adolph Shays. I understand why they call him Dolph. Come on. I don't think the Celtics made it before Bill Russell showed up. Celtics. Alright. Almost wasted a whole nother 15 minutes just on these. I mean, these are harder, but I didn't even get this one or this one. Who was in the 70s? Was it Suns? Suns do it again? The Suns were West, but just wanted to make sure Celtics didn't try. Knicks. It was good back then. Bullets. Yeah. The Bullets did make it like 3 years. The Bullets did it here too. No? I guess, yeah. It was 75, 78, 79. That is 3. But the Celtics, a Western Conference team, wasn't the Suns, wasn't the Lakers, wasn't the Warriors, wasn't the Royals or the Kings, wasn't the Hawks. Were East Coast by then. Pretty sure they were in Atlanta by then. The Jazz might have existed. The Cavaliers would have been East. I don't remember when all the teams were added in the 70s, but it was just all throughout, like from 68 all the way to whenever. 77 maybe. I don't know. Wild guess. 74 Celtics played against the was it the Rockets? The Rockets existed right then, right? I think before the ABA merger, these teams that existed. Do the Supersonics exist? Supersonics. God damn. I have to come back. Warriors played the Nationals. You know, it was probably some team that never won. Like the Zephyrs. There's a Y in there somewhere. But like, damn. 55 seconds. I should be able to get one of these. Fuck. How do you spell Zephyrs? That doesn't look right. Zephyrs. You spell check me? Zephyrs? Zephyrs? Pretty sure there's an E in there. Damn. The Packers. Chicago Packers, or whatever they were called. Come on. I just remembered that they existed. They used to be called that. Packers. Nope. Detroit Pistons. Bro. Chicago Stags. Warriors? I didn't try that. The Capitals, yeah. I mean, like, I should have guessed these. The Pistons, yeah, the Pistons. I didn't know these, but I should have guessed them. This one was the Bucks. I didn't know that, didn't I? That's one I actually knew. I didn't think about it. I don't know my percentages. I couldn't tell you how well I would have done. I guess just count all these were right. I didn't miss a single one of these. I should have got the Bucks. I should have guessed the Pistons. Like, those were pretty obvious guesses. I should have tried the Nationals there. I should have tried the Warriors there. So technically, I should have only gotten 2 wrong, just based off of my knowledge and the ability to guess right. Like, these should have been the most obvious guesses I should have put in. But it's not how it works. I think I did pretty good. Better than 69%, I'm sure. Average people. What's the most forgotten about the Capitals and Pistons? The Pistons, shouldn't have been that forgotten. More people guessed the Stags than the Bucks. This has got to be 74 bucks. Most remembered championship is the 2000. Like, oh wait, it says the year. No, it doesn't. Okay. I guess the losers, the winners are remembered more, right? The Heat, of course. LeBron. That's it.